I told him that the Chinese man in one of the companies was the illegitimate son of a member of the Standing Committee of China. He said that couldn't be true. The guy was born in the United States. I said that those born in the United States are indeed part of the Chinese Communist Party's gene plan. This American-born Chinese is one of the people who controls the secrets of almost all human beings. He has more information than the CIA. I said if one day he sits in the interrogation chair, you will ask him 2 questions: who was behind the Sinovac vaccine? When did Sinovac technology started? And what's the relationship between AI, Sinovac technology, and vaccines? I told him that the Chinese man...
Hello, my name is Ava. I'm so happy to be here. Hi, Richard. Hi, Henry.
Hello, Ava. Hello, Henry, and global fellow fighters. I'm very excited to be with you again for this program of Taking Down CCP.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Richard. Hello, Ava. Thank you for having me on. Nice to see you again here.
Yeah, today is a very special day, right? It's 24 today, but we still wanna continually work. Just like Miles Guo told us, we need action, action, action. But whatever this day today, actually I have a lot of friends all call me, they want to meet me. I think Richard and Henry, same thing, right? But we still wanna do what we needed to do. I think so. So Harry, you want to continue take a look reading our PPT?
Okay, sure. Thank you. Please look at the first one. 17 ways mRNA shots may cause cancer. Okay. Mechanism for repairing damaged DNA. The vaccine spike protein induce genomic alterations and inhibits the DNA repair system. This mechanism normally activates in response to
the PPT page is presented. Is the PPT page on the screen? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so in response to attacks on the body to prevent mutations that can promote the development of cancers, and to repair errors affecting oncogenes or tumor suppressor genes. Its alteration induces immunodeficiency, which is a direct pathway to cancer. Okay, and the strategic sequence of the spike protein, patented in 2016 by Stefan Bancel, the CEO of Moderna, would allow targeting a gene, MSH3, whose modification leads to a deficiency in DNA repair. The pathways by which the spike protein inhibits this mechanism are listed in the article by Basran et al., published last April. Okay, please look at the next one. Okay, thank you. Chronic inflammation. Lipid nanoparticles used for vaccine mRNA delivery induce a massive secretion of inflammatory proteins, paving the way for the emergence of cancer stem cells. These cells are likely to develop in all organs, including blood stem cells, given the widespread biodistribution of the spike protein, whose pathogenicity is described in details in 3 literature reviews and in more than 320 studies. This inflammation can result in T cell exhaustion, rendering them unable to eliminate cancer cells. So there are a series of studies, notably 4 recent studies where the spike protein were found in blood plasma up to 709 days after injection, and up to 17 months in the tissues and organs of Japanese patients, particularly the brain. More than 4 years after first injections, no one actually knows if the body stops producing it. Should I move on, or?
Maybe let's finish and then we talk. Yeah, please.
Okay, so please look the last one. Immune system deregulations. mRNA vaccinations lead to suppression of T cells and type 1 interferon responses, which plays a crucial role in cancer surveillance and proliferation. These changes result in impaired innate immunity and reprogramming of the adaptive immune responses. Deregulation of immune system in the central nervous system had also been reported. In the context of COVID-19 vaccinations, this inhibition ensures proper synthesis of spike protein and reduces immune activation. Adding 101 methyl pseudoridine M1 to the mRNA vaccine in a melanoma model has been shown to stimulate cancer growth and metastasis. So while vaccines without mRNA modifications did not produce the opposite results, suggesting that COVID-19 mRNA vaccines could aid cancer development. Grok cites a 2020 study by Yuga Sayin, the CEO of BioNTech, which argued that mRNA vaccine induce robust, persistent CD4 and CD8 T cell responses, detectable as early as the first few days post-vaccination, thus contradicting the idea of general and lasting immunosuppression. Pfizer's own clinical data, on the contrary, demonstrate a decrease in T lymphocytes 6 to 8 days after vaccination in 45% to 46% of participants, a decrease not known to worsen over time. Thank you, Eva.
Wow, it's a lot of so professional vocabulary. For me, it's a very hard to remember. But I after a few broadcasts, I understand a little bit. But one thing in my head, I always want to ask, how come those people use their talent, use their time to invent those kind of things like hurting the human being? What kind of evil they are? But no matter what, we luckily our fellow fighter, because we trust Miles School, and we mostly the people not taking the vaccine. That's why to save a lot of people's life. How about Richard? You wanna explain a little bit? This is very tough for me to those word, those vocabulary.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Henry. Actually, those medical words is a big headache to me too. But I try to understand the logic because through our last broadcasting and today's topics, we found that the main cause why the mRNA vaccine caused the cancer and the boost the cancer and reawaken the cancer, because the immune system of human body, I found that is very interesting and very magical, because once you have such infectious disease or the cells, whatever cancerous cells, and then the immune system will try to kill it, right? Normally it can kill it so that the cancer cannot develop. But now we realize that now the mRNA and spike protein, the main function of this spike protein is to suppress this kind of immune system like a T cell. So I Googled the T cell. What is T cell? T cell is a main, white blood cell that, in your body, you try to protect against the infection and the cancer by recognizing the threats and kill the cancerous cells directly. So that T cells are very important. But the mRNA and spike protein, they try to suppress the T cell so that the immune system cannot work well. So then will leave the cancer to develop fast, right? And another issue, I realize that, those like BioNTech CEO, those are, the company we know that since the pandemic, since the COVID vaccine. So this CEO, he made like a study, quoted study, to say that mRNA vaccine induce the T cell response, and that means to help promote the T cell response, which is a totally lie, right? We know that mRNA vaccines suppress the T cell so that the cancer can be developed, but this guy just lied. And also this patent is like released in public articles, right? So this is crazy. And also I Google because I remember this BioNTech and the background. I found that in early 2023, a lady called Naomi Wolf in the Bannon's War Room program, she exposed to the world that this BioNTech transferred their IP to China, to CCP. So actually, they had an agreement with the CCP company, Fosun Pharma, for the full cooperation for the vaccine and the technologies and everything. So that CCP has full control of this BioNTech, and this BioNTech cooperated with Pfizer, to producing the COVID vaccine. So that means the CCP has a full control of the vaccine, which was injected to the globally, the mainstream, the main countries globally, right? So it's horrible.
Okay, so how about we take a look at one of the clip from Miles School, and then we talk.
疫苗它是完全在它设计之中，它知道世界将进入到疫苗灾难、经济危机，世界的经济将崩塌，西方的文明社会、西方的政治系统和民主法治系统，由于所有的决策慢和过去这些年被共产党所有的蓝金黄腐败，所有的媒体的整个被他们的控制，和他的网络以及政治上高端被控制，包括医疗、科学各个领域都被他们控制，这种已经几十年在西方植下的毒，来掩盖共产党的疫苗的真相和共产党制造病毒的真相，卸掉逃脱共产党制造这个真正的武汉病毒、共产党病毒的 COVID-19 的责任，然后用疫苗灾难的死亡，最后共产党要跟全世界讲述接受共产党统治世界的这个事实。
Okay, so Harry, you want to share something? You might, Harry.
Okay, excuse me. Thank you. Okay, so Miles, like in his live stream, he already reviewed that the CCP and the Xi regime was betting that the West has already received the COVID-19 vaccine. So the CCP will definitely win because of the time of the Western, before the time when the Western realize it, and it will be too late, and then the vaccine disaster will completely reshape the balance between the East and the West. Okay, and then so no Westerners can understand this move by the CCP. The CCP has already prepared, a disaster for the West, while Westerners are still, right now they still see it as an economic competition. Okay, so I also, I found, a kind of a pattern among some of my friends. They would like to use, conspiracy to dismiss, different opinions, especially when we focus on, public health, like mRNA COVID-19 vaccine. So they don't want to take efforts to seek the truth, to verify the information. Even though those kind of information are easily accessible. But as a followers, as a fellow fighters of NFFC, we choose to get to the bottom, we choose not to be distracted. We believe in only like a truth prevails. This kind of attitude or spirit. We like to ask questions. Okay, so why, for example, why so many celebrities, why so many athletes fell down right in front of a camera, like seldom before. Why so many people got cancer, than before, even among younger generation. So this is okay. Also, why the mortality increases so significantly. Some scientists say like a 44% more than before the vaccination. So there should be one reason to explain, right? So to explain such a drastic increase from the slide, from the slides that we discussed right now. So this peer reviewed a research paper. We know there are so many harms to humans, but why, you need to ask another question, why people are forced to get shots. So after we watch Miles Gore's this short clip, we understand everything, and we understand that the political drive behind it. And after Richard explained a little bit, we understand. You can see they use this kind of knowledge to not to help people, but to harm those good cells that prevent development of cancer. So that's so right now I think the logic speaks. Eva.
Okay. Yeah. How about Richard? You want to share something?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Henry. Actually, as Miles Gore told us for many years, right? The CCP is very evil, and how evil the CCP, and also CCP is the biggest threat to the whole world. We can see from the COVID vaccine and the COVID-19 CCP virus itself. So we know that the COVID-19 CCP virus is made by the CCP in Wuhan Wuhan lab, right, and released by the CCP to kill the people around the world. And now we realize that the vaccine is also, made by the power, at least we know that, which is colluded with the CCP, and they are together, to kill the people. The vaccine is a real target. So I remember Miles Gore said that this world cannot be in the future, with the CCP, with the communism and the CCP, because with the technologies development like AI or the quantum computing or biotechnologies. Today, we even have such, the technological development of virus and vaccine to kill people without any control, right? It just come out. But tomorrow, with the advance of technology, you can have this kind of evil power, evil like ideology, like communism or the CCP to be with us, right? If they are with us, and then people will face a disastrous threat to the whole world, because they can make such virus and kill people easily, right? More easy. So that is why we have to take down the CCP immediately, as soon as possible.
Yes. Last week, I met one lady. She close to 60 years old, and of course, whenever I go somewhere, whenever I have a chance, I always ask how many vaccine you take, how many time you take it. After she told me she take 7 times, I feel like I really speak less. And then she told me, she said she still got the call from the government to ask her to take another time of vaccine. Oh my God, I told her, stop it, don't. And then she said, of course, now is stop to have the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. And then she said, the co-worker already sick at home. And I told her, you're so lucky. But she told me she said so after work she said very very tired every day, very tired. But I told her just like Miles told us, we have the antidotes like artemisinin and even the ivermectin. And then of course we talk in Chinese, and I tell her to go ahead to take care of yourself. It's really shocking, and I hope like whenever people just don't like Henry said, don't trust us, just like verify and like verify, come follow us, and then you will have more information like about the antidotes. So like today is a very special day, but we still want to tell people take care of yourself, take a look more about the artemisinin. So see you next week, and take down the CCP. Take down
the CCP. Take down the CCP.
I told him that the Chinese man in one of the companies was the illegitimate